If you look at all of the data over the past several races in any of the states where Libertarian has run for a federal office, what you've seen is the Libertarian pulls mostly from people who just wouldn't vote otherwise. People who are just so disenfranchised, so disgusted with the existing system. Or they have two candidates, like in the gubernatorial race last year. It was the first time in my life I wasn't going to vote because there was no way I could bring myself to vote for either of them. And then you see the Libertarian option, and there's this light bulb that goes off. So Rob Sarver's 145,000 votes last year. Half of them were people who said, I was not going to go to the polls until I saw that Rob was on the ballot. So take that half out. In any race, these close races, Libertarian is pulling from both sides of the artificial divide, and almost equally. You know, it might be a 60-40 split in one race, or 60-40 split, 60-40 the other direction in another race. We have yet to have a Libertarian pull solely from one party based on all of the data that's out there. Now, the major parties are, depending on who you talk to, they're going to say, well, that Libertarian is a threat to me because he's pulling more votes from me. Well, it's funny, if they're both saying that, what do you think is the truth? And the data doesn't lie. If there are several places out there where not just exit polls, polls after the fact, and just the sheer numbers, if you look at how people have voted over time and the districts that went one way or the other and how Sarvis fared in those districts. And you can use Sarvis as a good barometer for what's going to happen this year in Virginia. Matter of fact, I think he's going to pull many more people out to vote that wouldn't vote otherwise. You could say that voting for a Libertarian isn't going to put one of the other people in office, but it might actually put somebody who can help fix things in D.C. in office. Well, if we go out into that hallway there and we ask the next 5 people that come by, what do they think about Washington right now? How do they think the major parties are doing right now? There might be one who thinks they're doing okay, and that's because we're late enough on, you know, a night that he's probably had a couple of drinks. Nobody just loves the job that's being done by the major parties. So right now, being a third party, we are the potential answer. You know, people see that. People say, well, are you just one of these, you know, politicians that's going to go up there and toe the party line? And I get to tell them, well, wait, I'm a Libertarian. And they go, oh, okay, so talk to me a little bit more. So you're not going to just go up there and do whatever you want and kowtow to the lobbyists. No, we're not. And they like that. So right now, I think being part of one of the major parties can be a liability to some degree.